Hi there, this is Fixed It. This is a set of Halloween lights for my friend Pascal, and as you can see the wires kind of come away, and if you look closely at the battery holder you'll notice quite often there's a little clip, and if you gently lift that clip you can open it up, and if we just zoom in what we can see is stubs of wires. So that's obviously the battery, solid wire, but then there's L plus and L minus here, and there for the LED, so plus and minus. So I need to desolder them and then sort out these ends and tin them with some solder and then feed them back through the hole before you do anything else. And the reason for that is it's really easy to just solder them on there and then discover that you can't close the box. So there we have it. Now I'm just going to strip the plastic off the end and solder the wires. It's called tinning, and basically it means when I've cleaned off these two pads here I can solder it back on easily. So strip the wires. I use this amazing pair of wire strips. I used to use my teeth for years, but I ruined my teeth, which is really stupid. These are really good. They grip the wire and they strip it, and they do a very good job. On these tiny wires, always use a longer piece of wire when you twist it together and then solder it. The reason being, if you try and do it on a short piece, you'll end up with those tiny little spikes sticking up and it will make the job a mess. So now what I do is to trim off those spikes, so I end up with a nice short piece to go on here, and then the job is to use a solder sucker to suck off the solder on those two pads. So I've sucked off the solder, and now what I need to do is to put solder on those two pads and remove that piece there, so that they're ready for the wires to go on. Okay, they're soldered in place, so let's just see if they light up, and they do indeed. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see this wire's in a loop, and I'm actually going to loop the wire around that plastic peg a couple of times so that if it's pulled it won't pull on the solder joint, which is basically what happened before. It'll just stop it being snagged, and then I can close the box and the job's all done. So now that's snagged in there, so when I shut the lid that won't come loose. I just realised that the plastic post doesn't go right to the top, so what I'm going to do is I'm heating up some polymorph, and I'll put a piece of polymorph on top of that. As you can see, the white polymorph's going clear, which means it's up to temperature, and then that'll seal that into a blob. As you can see, that's all sealed in plastic now, so once that's cooled that's not going anywhere. So now that's snagged in there, so when I shut the lid that won't come loose. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out my other 500 fully working and tested videos. If any of my videos help you in any way, please consider clicking on the super thanks, which is the heart shape below the video, and buying me a coffee. Thanks for watching.